Hey guys, this is Lisa from NYC Gal Out. Welcome back to my channel, NYC Gal Pod. Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion. First of all, the highlight of the whole entire damn reunion was Matt coming out. We didn't even need this to be a 3-part series. We could have just done it in one episode and the whole entire episode could have just been centered around Matt. I will say though, I love the support that Matt shows for Katie. I definitely believe that conversation was had exactly how Matt said it went down at both the restaurant and on the phone. I also feel like between the three of them, Slade, Ryan, and Matt. Ryan, you ratted on your friend to cut a deal with the FBI, and legit, I don't blame you because if I'm facing prison time, I would rat out everybody. Give me a block of fucking cheese because I would rat out everybody just to avoid prison time. Whoever talks first always gets the best deal. That is a given. Anyone who's like, oh, not me, I got standards, I'm all about the streets, like bullshit. I'm not about the streets. I'm about freaking not being in jail. So I don't even blame you for it, Ryan. I still think you're a fucking punk, but I don't blame you for it because legit, I would do the same thing. I would punk out. Like I said, give me the biggest block of fucking cheese because I would be ratting on everybody. But Jen, you are with a crooked man. I don't care how you slice that fucking block of cheese. Your man is crooked. So for you to be calling anyone a con artist is bonkers. Plus you were cheating on your husband in the parking lot. So it's like you're by default a deceitful person. When you are cheating in a marriage, you have to keep up with the lies. You have to actively be deceiving someone. So you're by default a conniving person, a deceitful person, a selfish person. So I 100% believe that Jen, she could lie through her teeth, no problem. I 100% believe that she lied. Gretchen, I 100% believe that conversation was had both with him and Slade and both with Slade and Gretchen at the group dinner that the three couples had together. Because first of all, like I said, of the 3 husbands, well, 2.5 husbands because Slade is like whatever. Ryan, you're not trustworthy. Slade, this is a man who will not get a job because he does not want to pay his back support. That is the only reason why. The mother of his sons have came out and blasted both Gretchen and Slade for trying to use the tragedy of her son's passing for sympathy. She has spoken out about this on her own. So it's not just Tamra talking shit. The mother of his sons has spoken out about this. And I find it really laughable that Gretchen wants to tell Tamra that, you know, her daughter doesn't have a relationship with her. Okay, well, your man's grown-ass son doesn't have a relationship with your man. So how do you care to explain that, Gretchers? Anyway, so between the 3 men, Matt's the only one who I do trust. And what was very telling to me was Jen saying, let's not talk about the things that you said. That to me is like, you don't want to go there because, you know, I'll bring up stuff that you said. Do I think Matt and Katie were shit talking? Absolutely. And Katie, you should just own it, be like, yeah, I was shit talking. But the way Jen said that, 100% Jen knew exactly what was said. And I believe it went down exactly how Katie and Matt said that. Because Jen would not be saying, you don't want me to bring up the stuff that you were saying. Because that to me is like a threat, more or less. Like, you keep pushing this, I'm going to bring up that you were talking shit about Tamra or you were calling Eddie gay. Katie, like, you hitch your wagon to the wrong person, which was Jen and Gretchen. Tamra, she's the longest running cast member on OC. And she was the one that they asked back right away. She was like gone for 2 seasons and they asked her right back. So you should have went under the mentorship of Tamra. And she would have told you, like, listen, don't take any of this to heart. You know, this is a job at the end of the day. You cash your paycheck, you move on. I think that was the problem, was that, you know, she wanted to develop a genuine friendship with these ladies. And let's be real, most of them, they don't even see each other outside of filming. But listen, Katie, whatever shit was said to Gretchen and Jen about Tamra and Eddie, just be upfront about it and just tell her, listen, I didn't like you. I was close with Jen. You guys didn't like each other or whatever, or she didn't like you. And yeah, I talk shit about you. Trust me when I tell you that Tamra will understand that because the fact is she gets it. And that is the thing about people like Tamra, like Teresa, like Erica Jane, like they could move on, you know, like the surface level, they get offended, they get insulted. You guys have, you know, your powwows at the reunion, but then it's just like, okay, whatever. You know, you were talking shit, I was talking shit, and that was it. So listen, whatever shit you said about Tamra to Jen, just be like, listen, I just want to get ahead of it. I don't remember every single shit that I said about you, but yeah, I was talking shit. And I just want this to kind of be a blanket apology because I feel like this will probably get used against me. So here's a blanket apology. Matt probably talked shit about you too. but we weren't in a good place, and, you know, that's it. And she'll get it. She's been on for 15 seasons. She knows how this works. Gretchen, did you guys see that they did a promo for Wicked 2? And legit, the promo covered Gretchen's face. I posted up onto my social media accounts, and I'm just like, how fitting. I need Cynthia. No, not Cynthia Bailey. You know which Cynthia. I need Cynthia with her gorgeous voice to come and make that evil bubblegum witch go away forever. Go away for good. Somebody just pour a bucket of water on her so she can melt and be gone for good. Wicked for good. Anyway, I'm glad Katie is going to BravoCon. There was really nothing to mention. I feel like the other ladies, even if they don't ever want to admit it, it's very obvious to me that the intent is to ice Katie out. They're even doing it at the reunion. That whole video that Jen posted on TikTok or whatever the fuck it was that she posted it to, Andy Cohen was like, why would you ever think to post something like that? And you could see like the disgust in Andy Cohen's face, and that's the only reason why Jen shut the fuck up real quick and was just like, I didn't think. I'm sorry. I apologize. But up until that point, up until Andy Cohen had that disgust on his face, she kept going with it. She kept going on it. She's like, how dare you accuse me of being a racist? How dare you? We were friends. You knew me. I have a child who... Do not bring in your Hispanic child that you adopted, because let me tell you, Laura Ingraham is like the biggest racist ever, but she will forever be talking about the kids that she adopted from like Mexico or whatever, because that is her permanent, I have a black friend. That is what that is. I don't fucking care. Fight me in the comments about it. But until Andy Cohen had that disgusted look on his face and was like, what were you thinking posting something like that? That was when she shut the fuck up real quick and was like, I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry to anyone I offended. Well, girl, you should have let off with saying that you were sorry. You offended me, Jen, so you could go fuck yourself. Anyway, you know, she comes on and she talks her shit, but there's really no way to know if that's true or not. Like her saying that Will and Ryan, they finally met up, and that Will basically admitted to everything and acknowledged everything and was like so thankful for Ryan and all this other shit. Anyway, that was like the episode. I'm not even sure if we need a 3-part. I don't know why they insist on stretching these freaking reunions to be 3-parters. I think because Andy Cohen wants his paycheck, so he wants to make it 3 parts. But legit, we could have done 1 episode and we could have ended the episode with bringing Matt out. But whatever, they're at BravoCon, and I hope people show Katie love. And of course, if you have Peacock, you're going to be able to stream a lot of what's going on at BravoCon on Peacock. But yeah, that's it. I hope we do not see Gretchen or Slade slimy. And I've already said this for my prediction. I do not see both Emily and Gina coming back. I also don't see both of them going away, though. I feel like it's one or the other. And I feel like between the two, Gina has like a better chance of coming back than Emily does. But we'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe they'll both be gone. I feel very strongly that they're not both coming back, but we'll see what happens. Nothing has been decided for the season 20 of cast, and we'll see how BravoCon goes. All right, guys, don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe, leave me a comment, and all that good jazz. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.